Good evening. I was wondering, do you have any experience with portals? Do you know something about this? Because I don't understand this thing, right? Now, I listen to some other spiritual platforms, and some of them, they talk about portals. There was this lady the other day, I listened to her, and she said, a portal will open up, and on a specific date too. And she said, you need to be aware of this and take advantage of it. I don't get it. What is this thing? You know? I understand you can reach higher existences, higher awareness, and end up on a new platform, right? But I would never describe it as moving through a portal, or I never saw anything like this, you know? So what are they talking about, really? And another thing, who is opening up portals? Why are they opening up? Somebody's opening them up, you know? And on a specific date? And how did she know the date? Somebody told her, I suppose. You know? I don't understand. And if there are portals, why don't they just keep them open then? See, I'm quite simple-minded, I think. I understand reaching new existences, awareness. I understand this. And you can reach it by getting to this condition where you can be quiet and be so focused, and there are no thoughts, and good things will happen. I understand this thing, and from there you can move on and reach new awareness. I get this, right? But portal, I don't get it. Is it a physical thing? I don't think so. Can't be, you know. It's got something to do with spiritual matters, right? I also want to tell you something that I really don't understand fully. Sometimes this happens to me. I talk to a spirit, and the spirit will materialize. Just a brief moment, I can sort of see features or a movement, and I can see it with my eyes, you see. And it always freaks me out. Every time it happens, I laugh afterwards. You know, I'm never scared when I talk to spirit, but when this happens, I freak out. And I believe it's the body, you know. The body is, of course, different from me, and the body is interested in not getting hurt. It wants to survive. So the body is interested in food, for instance, right? Or, you know, going to bed, things like this, right? And it doesn't want to get hurt. And of course, I don't want the body to get hurt either, right? But this is the main thing for the body, the organism of the body. So I get it. So something, he sees something, the body sees something unexpectedly, and it freaks him out. And I experience this reaction, of course. Well, that's what I think is going on. It happens sometimes. And there was one, this was a long time ago actually, but there was a visit here, when we just moved here. You know. And there was this spirit, and from the very start, I could see it. It wasn't very clear, but I could see it and definitely sense it. And it scared me. And then when I realized what it was, of course, it was a spirit. And we started talking and everything was fine. It was that brief moment when it freaked me out. Right. Maybe you have some experience like this too. With ghosts. Or spirits. coming to you, talking. That's the darndest thing. Right. Finally, I want to say this. Today I talked about Christianity on my other channel. Some people got upset about this. And one guy, he asked me if I hold a grudge against Christianity. Right. I want to explain this. Right. I do hold a grudge against Christianity. I do. Because of personal experience. I don't have a problem with Christians. Never. No. Usually great people. See? And I have many friends who are Christians. That's never a problem. And they can have faith, any faith, of course. Right. I have a problem with the organized part of it. And, what is man-made, basically. Right? And, I do hold a grudge, I do. And I'm sort of a vengeful guy. I don't forget. And I want to get back at them. And this is what I'm trying to do. You see, here in Sweden, we have the Swedish Lutheran Church. And when I was born and when I was growing up, this was the big one here in Sweden. It was the state church too, and they had this very powerful position, see? And this was very, very clear to me. They used that position to suppress other ideas. And they were quite rough about this, see? Like reincarnation, for instance, which I believed in. Right? They called it New Age. This was all very, very bad and dangerous, you see? They wrote books about it. They wrote articles about it, warning about people who believed in this thing, And it pissed me off, basically. So I do hold a grudge against them. So I'm a vengeful guy, yeah, that's right, and I know it. I actually looked at this to see if I needed to handle it. But what I found was this is me. This is what I am. And this will not go away. When somebody is doing something that I don't like, I will remember it. And if I get a chance, I will get back at them. You see, this is how I work. So I'm not ashamed of this at all. So that's the story, that's the truth about it. No, I don't care if people get offended, really. If I have a problem with something, I will say it. If it's important to me, I will say it. And if some people get pissed off or upset, I really don't care about it, Okay. Be good.